In this video, we are going to install some grease fittings in a pin on this wood chipper. I'm Peter, I've been a machinist for over 10 years, and today I'm going to show you the steps I took to complete this project in my shipping container machine shop. Most things never go as planned, and this pin is not an exception. It took so many different ways of driving it out to finally get it out. This is a steady rest. I'm using it because neither the pin flag nor the pin itself will actually fit inside the spindle of my lathe. I should do a video on how to set this up, but that has yet to happen, so stick around for that. I guess I'll give you a brief explanation of this. I'm using these dial calipers to set the center of the steady rest. It's very important because if you don't do this, the part will actually come out of the lathe. This is where a 4-jaw chuck is incredibly useful. Not only am I holding on to a lopsided object, but I'm able to flip one of the jaws around so that it doesn't stick out and cause problems by having one of the jaws flinging around in space out there. Okay, I just did that completely wrong. You're supposed to make a little dot to see that it's on center, but luckily this time it was close enough and it didn't break the bit. This is a tricky one. It should be done with a counter bore bit, which has a little pilot that you put in that's the same size as the hole you drilled. But in my case, I don't have that, so I'm using this 5/8 end mill stuck into my 3/4 inch chuck. Now that we're done with the pin flag end, I can use the 3-jaw to grab the round end. You can't really tell, but counterboring at full diameter didn't go so well, so I use this 1/2-inch drill bit to get part of the way there and then finish it with the end mill. Now that the drilling on the lathe is done, we can use the mill for cross drilling. In this case, I'm drilling where the bushing rides and only drilling halfway through to retain as much strength as possible. I wasn't about to try to fit this part in the mill, and so I opted to use a punch and a hand drill to install these grease fittings. Apparently, I didn't have a quarter 28 tap, so I had to go to the hardware store and get one. I used grease here to lubricate the tap and to try to retain chips from going too deep into the hole. Installing grease fittings is one of my favorite things to do in the machine shop. It's like being a machinist and a mechanic at the same time. It's a simple task with an outsized impact on the machine. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I hope you'll subscribe as it really helps out, and I'll see you on the next one.